So HEX is not the only coin out there in the cryptosphere that allows staking. In fact, staking is quite old. I remember first seeing the first staking coins back in maybe 2012, 2013 with Peercoin. And since then, there's been a ton of staking coins. There's been Peercoin, Blackcoin was a big one for a while. There's the new modern Tezos. Tezos is a big one these days. Ethereum is talking about bringing staking. There's all sorts of staking coins out there right now. But the purpose of this video is to explain the difference between all of the other staking coins out there and HEX, because HEX is a little different. The first reason that HEX is different is it mandates stakes be carried out for a particular length. So with Tezos or with Peercoin, when you start staking, you can pull your money out at any time. There's no real obligation for you to stay in other than the potential for you to not collect stakes. Now, in a crashing market environment, there's a ton of incentive for you to stop staking because the price is going to go down. When the price is going down, nobody wants to stake because they want to sell their coins. With HEX, this is a lot more difficult because there is no flat per person interest rate in HEX. So with Tezos, for example, you get a flat, I think it's around 6% per year. You get a flat 6% per year, no matter how long you stake. From my understanding, now if this is incorrect, please correct me. But from my understanding, with Tezos, no matter how long you stake, you're going to get paid the same amount of interest. You're going to get paid that flat 6% APR yearly. There's no real incentive to stay locked in for a long time. It's just a pump and dump stake opportunity, if you will. HEX is not like this at all. With HEX, you have an incentive to not dump. You have an incentive to not end your stake, because the longer you stake, the more money you make. Your interest rate per year in HEX realistically goes up. So HEX is advertised as having a 3.69% interest rate. Nobody with a 15-year stake in year 15 is going to get paid 3.69% interest. It's just not going to happen. The interest rate is going to be exorbitantly larger than 3.69% during year 15. HEX rewards you the longer you stake. So with Tezos, year one, let's say that you decide yourself, because there's no real locking mechanism in Tezos to my knowledge. In Tezos, let's say that you promise to yourself that you're going to stake for 5 years. In year 5, your interest rate is still going to be 6%. It's not going to be any more than when you started. With HEX, in year 5, your interest rate is more than likely going to be higher than it was in year 4, which is going to be higher than 3, 2, and 1. Every year that goes by in HEX, the interest that you're getting paid is very likely to go up. I would say it's almost even a promise that it goes up, but because the share rate is always shares are always becoming more valuable. Let's put it that way. And as shares are always becoming more valuable, that means that the price of them is always going up, per HEX at least. So yeah, that's the comparison of HEX to other staking coins, and none of them really compare because they all get flat interest rates. HEX doesn't. HEX interest goes up the longer you stake it consecutively. Now, if you stake HEX for 5 years, but you end your stake every 2 years and start it over again, it's not gonna help you any. It has to be a single consecutive stake that is made all at one time. So if you get the picture, it's not super hard.